balmy summer night in the Rocky Mountains. The show comes to you from Coors Field in downtown Denver. Tonight it's the... So striding forward now, Dylan Franklin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's the first pitch to him. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seat. Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, they're on a great run of late as they come in winners of 7 of their last 9 games.
Quick turnaround after a short little homestand, Matty.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Coming to the plate now, Dansby Swanson, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Popped up. Franklin is there. And that ends the inning. 1 left for Atlanta. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. At the plate, Dylan Franklin. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that's a home run into the top tank. A solo shot down the line in right. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game.
Stepping up now, Dylan Franklin.
The last at-bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Into the box now, Dylan Franklin. First offering on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Mondesi leads off first with 1 away. Hot shot down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets. Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
As a manager, you never really want to put a man on by a hit by pitch, but you absolutely hate to have it happen when it loads the bases. Now the pitcher is looking a little shaky, and the threat of a big inning is very real.
Here's Yonder Alonso. He's got the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
And he's one of those guys that they really rely on to come through in spots like this, Matt. Second on the team and runs batted in.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Yonder Alonso goes down for out number 2 in the bottom half. Now the 2-1 pitch. Runner's on his way to third, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw. Striding in once again, Steven Souza. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. The 0-1 pitch. Down the third baseline. One there. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. And tonight's ends as a 3-0 shutout win. The Colorado Rockies led this game from the 3rd inning. Now from a rain. In now, Dylan Franklin. It was a two-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hard hit to first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning. Travis Tyrone up next. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Stepping up to the plate, Dylan Franklin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs.
Throw that shit. Come on. Gonzo.
Into right field. That's a base hit. And as you see right there, this streak will continue as he inches forward up the all-time list.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Bro. Think about this. He's in the 30s right now. He's basically gone like 4 weeks when he's gone to bed every night, and he probably sleeps pretty comfortably knowing that he got a base hit in every game.
Oh, man, his dinner tastes better. His wife got prettier. Without question, this month he'll never forget.
Oh, and they
Bro, why
easily
didn't you dive?
pick him off.
You
That's
fucking
awful.
idiot. Why didn't you dive?
Stepping in, Bruno Enriquez. He drew a walk his first time up.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out. One away. Digging in and looking for more, Dylan Franklin. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Digging in the switch hitter, Dylan Franklin.
Tie it up right here.
First offering on its way. Bullet back up the middle.
That's why they call me clutch, baby.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases as Evan played one for sure and maybe a second. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. Stepping in, David Dahl, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit back up the middle. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And they'll get the man at third here at least, but in the interim, a run has come up. 3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Braves came through and it mattered in the 9th. And as we set the situation for you here, there's a runner at first with nobody out.
I don't like doing this. You get one chance
in,
for my streak.
Dylan Franklin. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th as he was a late entrant into this one. From the stretch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Inciarte on the run.
Oh,
but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run will score all the way from first.
With that hard double, you get a glimpse to see why this guy is a legitimate MVP candidate this season. Whenever he gets a chance to produce, he seems like he takes advantage of it. Great example there.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Raimel Tapia. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1, here it comes. Soft liner to the left side. And there's one down now. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here now the 2-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. And that brings in the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Popped him up. Albies is there, and the side is retired. Jacob Barnes takes over to start.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game. And it took 6.
Alright, I gotta change his ugly ass looking beard. Shit triggers me.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
It's a fish fry Friday in the. In now for Colorado, Dylan Franklin. As we mentioned in the opener, he comes into this one riding a 34-game hitting streak. He's swinging for 35 right here.
You know, it's funny, Matty. I don't even think he knows the scores of the game. To be honest, you start getting into a hitting streak this deep, 34 games, on the cusp of 35, I don't think you even care who wins and loses as long as you get your knock.
The 0-1 pitch. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to stop it. Gone! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Rockies have taken a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, these guys came into this game with a plan, and they've executed it.
Standing in, Dylan Franklin. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Fouled away. Drilled to the right side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field. And as we present the Rockies leaderboard, you can see he currently paces the ball club in that department. Here's Yonder Alonso. Individual matchup numbers against John Gray. He's just 1 for 6. He's running. Sinking liner toward left. In there, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
Well, that's surprising right there. Hit and run tactic used to perfection. Ball's hit to the outfield. The batter does his job. I don't know how that runner's standing on second still. You tip your hat to the outfield to get it in super quick, but he's got to take the chance to get to third.
Striding in for the Rockies, David Dahl. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Talk some shit.
0-2, here it is. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw.
I'm at third.
Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal. So the decision to run that time pays off, as now following the strikeout, 2 men are in scoring position with just the 1 out. At the plate, Jordan Patterson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4. So that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Digging in, Yasmani Grandal. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Franklin, the runner at third. Alonso over at second. Patterson at first, 1 gone. Skied into very shallow right. Broxton is there. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out. And there will be no attempt to score here as the bases stay loaded with 2 gone now. Coming to the plate now, Lance McCullers. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. In the air to straightaway right. Broxton is there to make the catch, and they'll escape the bases loaded jam by giving up just 1 run. So it's 1 run on 3 hits. Ready once again, Dylan Franklin. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way. Swing and a line drive, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Malloy is underneath this one. 1 gone. So coming to the plate, Dylan Franklin. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Line drive to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Tell me I got a hit, please.
At the plate, Abdul Malloy.
Up next for Milwaukee, third baseman, Abdul Malloy.
down to third. Franklin over. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dylan Franklin.
And he's the reigning recipient of the National League's Player of the Month award.
And he jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot to dead center as they've taken a 1-run lead.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets them in a hurry with one swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter. Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here.
Saturday Night Baseball. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Dylan Franklin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second. Now at the plate, Dylan Franklin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the...
Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo shot to dead center, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And the Rockies have now taken a 3-0 lead.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot. Hits 2 bombs yesterday and another.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Dylan Franklin.
Boy, this guy right here in that last AB, how about straightaway center field? He hits a bomb, and as a pitcher, you're trying to pitch to the big part of it.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Digging in, Dylan Franklin. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now this is on the ground to second. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning. Leading off the inning, Elijah Hayes, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 1-2. On the ground to third. Franklin. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. So digging in now, Dylan Franklin. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First pitch coming. Here it is. Yanked on the ground down the line. This is foul for the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Broxton's under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 1 left for Colorado as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. MLB The Show has stepping into the box, Dylan Franklin. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. And this will be fouled away. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they do come in off a victory last time out, but they've really hit the skids here recently. Losers of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, D-Row, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Side. Foul. Line towards center field. Phillips is back, and he'll get there to make the Colorado Rockies. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
You know, this lineup could really use a turnaround from Yonder Alonso. He's coming off a month where he hit under 250, but you'd think with his ability, he should be able to turn things around.
Now at the plate, Dylan Franklin. He'll get it started against Jimmy Nelson as we get the inning underway. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But a foul ball here, 0-1. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And that one is gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Rockies pull even now at 1 apiece.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Keon Broxton. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up on the backhand. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. Digging in once again, Dylan Franklin. And their runners at the corners now.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter.
And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 4-2 game.
Well, Zero, you know, they say records are made to be broken. And what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in 1 season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket. Runs scored in ribbies. Runs scored in ribbies. And this guy's the best in the business right now.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. Here's Yonder Alonso. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw home. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
Hey, D-Row, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired. Going to leave stuff over the middle of the field.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will... Ready for another chance? Dylan Franklin. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive, base hit. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a 1-run game where every pitch is so important. You're 1 pitch away from a solo, tying the game up. That's not the case now.
And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And he has to dive, but he's back in easily. Ready with the 1-2. Runner goes for second. He swings and misses. Throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. And now the runner's trying for third. In the air now out to left field.
Brinson's in pursuit.
And that ends the inning. Into the box now, Dylan Franklin. It's been a nice game for him. 3 hits, including a homer to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game. And they double him up. It's 8-4. Guys, we've seen 4. Standing in, Cam Gallagher. He singled his last time up. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Attempt here. Franklin comes up with it. And the throw to first will be in time, so they stamp out the bunt attempt. 8-4 the final this afternoon. The Colorado Rockies. Welcome to Houston as we now in the box, Dylan Franklin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tony reaches out for a fastball this time and drives it high in the air to deep left center field. And it will indeed get out of here. Gone. A home run. So a 2-run shot to left center. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, it's obvious they didn't change their scouting report after yesterday's game. He had 2 bombs yesterday.
Striding in for Houston, Tom Murphy, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Weakly to the left, scooped up to second for 1. Return throw is in time. How about that? They do turn 2, and it gets it. Ready to take his hacks again, Dylan Franklin, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
And it's fouled away. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, his second of the game, as the Rockies have drawn even now at 3-3. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these two clubs today. What are your thoughts? Now batting, Dylan Franklin, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Springer on the run. 2 down. Ready for another shot now, Jake Marisnick. He got under one and popped out his last time up. Here's the payoff pitch. Down the third baseline. He'll go to the bag for 1, and he's safe. Settling in now, Dylan Franklin. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Franklin is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
You want to talk about having a...
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the throw in gets away from him. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. That makes it an 8-5 ball game.
Well, Dero, you know, they say records are made to be broken, and what a monster year this guy's had.
Yeah, there it is, Dan. Most RBIs in one season. I can't begin to tell you as a former offensive player what that means. You want to put biscuits in the basket. Runs scored in ribbies. Runs scored in ribbies. And this guy's the best in the business right now.
Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score. To the plate now is the designated hitter, David Dahl, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set to deliver the 0-1. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Bregman barehanded. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight. Digging in to try it again, Kyle Schwarber. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Working for the punch out and the offering. High in the air out to center field. Marisnick is under it. And that retires the side. Dylan Franklin will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his 2nd home run of the game as he was off to a fast start indeed. And he'll put this one away for the final out, and the Astros have put an end to their 4-game slide as this ball game is over. 8-6. From Southeast Texas, we welcome you inside Minute Maid Park here in downtown Houston. Today, the finale of this quick 2-game series between the Colorado Rockies and the Houston Astros. It's Astros baseball, and it's next on the show. Now at the plate, Dylan Franklin. Watch is fully in effect these days as he's potentially closing in on a historic triple crown. He leads all 3 categories. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Popped him up. Reed has a play. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Here's Jake Marisnick.
Batting second, center fielder.
The 0-1 delivery. Bunt attempt here. Franklin has it. But the throw will beat him at first, so the bunt for hit attempt is snuffed out. So stepping in, Dylan Franklin, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And this is the side of the plate this guy loves to hit at. Hitting over.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. It's up and out of here into the archways. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. So he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate. And it's now a 7-4 ball game. Well, one of the narratives of today's game has been driven by the long ball. Stepping into the box, Dylan Franklin comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier.
Going back to that last 8.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. So a 3-run shot to right center field, his second home run of the game. As this into the box, Dylan Franklin. He's got an opportunity here in a bases loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Hit sharply toward the right side. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Next up for the Stros, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The bouncer to the left side. Franklin sit up. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th, and striding in the speedy second baseman Jose Altuve. Hit on the ground to third. Franklin with it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is. Chris Davinsky comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Ready now, Dylan Franklin. He comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line. Line to the right side. And that is into right field. So the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the 9th. And that's the big one right there, as that hit puts him in a flat-footed tie atop the all-time list for the most hits in a single season. One more gives him the record all by himself. What a phenomenal year it's been. Here's Yonder Alonso. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. The throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. So striding in, David Dahl, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And the runner's breaking for third. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And he will not have a play behind him. It's an infield single. Digging in, Kyle Schwarber, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. Striding into the box, Jordan Patterson. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, if your team really needs you like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Throw to first will be in time to get him. And the Astros have earned a sweep here in this brief 2-game series as this ball game is over. A close one. Summertime. So here's the cleanup hitter, Dylan Franklin, who currently sits tied with Paul Molitor's hitting streak from the '87 season, has some of the all-time leaders in the category in his sights now.
Matty, you start mentioning guys like Paul Molitor, I think of some of the greatest hitters in the game. You can't just be a swing and miss power type guy and get it done, or a burner and get it done on a hit streak level. You have to have the ability to manipulate the ball all over the lot.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Gonzalez is there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Now at the plate, Dylan Franklin. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. And that'll put him at an even 40 consecutive games with a base hit, as that ties the legendary Ty Cobb.
Yeah, I can't even begin to even imagine what this guy's thinking right now. 40 straight games in the big leagues facing this type of talent and finding a way to mix in a knock. Dan, as a pitching staff, it starts getting into what range when you know you're trying to end a guy's streak.
No doubt about it, D-Roy. You go through a meeting before the game, they're going over the entire team, and you don't want to be that guy that keeps that.
Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. Poor base running there. Got him caught the hot box between first and second. And a mistake here as he's tagged out in no man's land. Digging in now, Dylan Franklin. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Drilled to first. Belt has it. There's one. On to Belt, and they turn to a double play. Next to bat for the Giants, Buster Posey. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Grounded to third. To second for one. Back to first, so they get the double play, but the run does come in to score. Now to the plate, Dylan Franklin. Runner in scoring position with two gone. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Gonzalez is there, and he puts this one away for the 5-2 the final score tonight. The Giants rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Summertime by the Bay, AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Colorado Rockies. Coming to the plate now, Dylan Franklin, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right. Digging in for his second at-bat, Dylan Franklin. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Lifted in the air out to left. Slater's under it, and that's the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Dylan Franklin. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Calixte going back on it. Onto the garden netting and gone.
Boy, when the leading.
Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp. No hits to this point. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. The ground to third. Fielded cleanly. The second for one. On to Alonso, but it won't be in time, and they'll just get the one. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Dylan Franklin. He's already got 4 RBIs in this one.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. It's
line hard down the line and right. And that is a foul ball. Just missing extra bases deep in the corner. Belted high and deep into right center. Calixte going back on it. Still ranging back. Into the bleachers and gone. Standing in and working on a fantastic game, Dylan Franklin. He has 7 runs driven into his name so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach.
It seemed like everyone had a hand in this win, and that's usually the case when you win a game by 8 runs. Feels good.
Saturday night base. At the plate, Dylan Franklin. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, you can't win when you're giving up that many runs. The pitcher was missing.
Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field.
Come on.
Gonzalez is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. Stepping up now, Dylan Franklin. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. Into the bleachers and gone.
Right now, he can't.
Ready to take his hacks again, Dylan Franklin, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. A ground ball to third, and they could get 2. 1 there on the belt, but it won't be in time as they just settle for 1. And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He carries a batting average of .389. 2 of those hits were for home runs. And he'll dive back in. 4 runs, 9 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. And another snap throw to the bag. A dive, but he's back. The 1-1. Runners going. A pitch out. The throw.
You ain't get.
It's high,
What?
but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base.
So they put the speedster in motion. They're trying to test this catcher who isn't known for his
Oh,
throwing
review
abilities,
that.
but they had
Can
it.
you not review that? What
Into the box now, Dylan Franklin.
Third baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Swung
Take that,
on and
bitch.
driven to
Call me out
right,
again.
and no
Fuck the
doubt
Giants.
about it.
Fuck the Giants.
And splash down. It's into McCovey Cove.
I just did that ball a favor getting it out of this shit park.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Dylan Franklin. He's 2 for 4 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that was perhaps bay bound, but instead it's a long foul ball. Now the 0-1. Tried to hold back, but this is popped up.
And there's the second out as he squeezes it in the coach's box.
Yes.
And tonight's 1-run game comes to an end, 6-5 the final. Sunday afternoon base. David Chu, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the keys to this guy is throwing strikes. He's not a big strikeout pitcher, only averages less than 7 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. So he's more of a pitch-to-contact guy, and you'll know if he's on early. He needs to get quick outs early in counts.
In now, Dylan Franklin. He went deep last night twice.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Danny Dero, this Giants team, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, they played a heck of a game, first game of this series, and then dropped the last 2, not playing really good baseball. They have to find a way to win this one today.
No doubt about it, Dero. If there's such a thing as a good series by winning the last one and getting a split in the 4-game set, that's exactly what they would like to do today to get some momentum going into the next series.
The 0-2 once more. This is pulled into right. Gonzalez is there to put it away for route number 1. The pitcher, David Chu, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a bunt attempt here. To second for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step. Stepping up to the plate, Dylan Franklin. Here comes the first pitch. And he squares up on this one. Deep to straightaway right. Into the cove.
What?
But foul.
How's that foul? How is that foul?
Mondesi leads off second with 1 gone in the inning.
How was that foul? That's
Now,
not
oh
foul,
my,
though.
this ball is crushed. Look at it go. Into the cove and gone.
Boy, talk about when you're hot, you're hot.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Stepping forward, Daniel Gonzalez. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Hit down the third baseline. The throw pulls him off the
Bro,
bat.
all you gotta do is go down, you fucking idiot.
Here's Joe Panic. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
I'm on a team full of morons.
The 2-1 home. Stopped weakly to the left.
I'm gonna throw you one perfectly to you, bitch. Catch it.
There's one. Return throw is in time. How about that?
Dumbass.
Dylan Franklin will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Gonzo.
Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out. Stepping in, Dylan Franklin. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And he is out at the plate, trying to get a little too greedy.
Oh, I was safe, bitch. I was safe. I call bullshit. Got so many damn quarters.